Hey everyone, and welcome to the first round of the OTB Open presented by Innova Disc Golf. We are in Stockton, California at Swenson Park Disc Golf. It's the first time we've ever been here. Super excited to see Leonard Muse's layout. I'm Madison Walker.
And I'm Erika Stinchcomb.
And we're the two hot geese.
This is a really big course. Par is 70. It is massive. Let's see how everybody attacks. We got Paige Pierce on the card, Lisa Fajkus, yourself, Mad, and Ella Hansen. Some familiar faces. I'm really excited to see Ella play. She's a high-level ultimate player who has converted to disc golf, which we're seeing more and more of. I've never actually seen her play, so I think it's going to be really cool.
Yeah, get ready. It's awesome. Hole 1 is a par 5 at 776 feet. We tee off of a cool elevated stage with some immediate trees. A lot of us are just going to play this for a birdie. It's possible for a lot of the field to get there with two good drives. There's some trees just before the green that definitely get in the way, and then an elevated basket.
This course has, I think, 14 women's tee pads and also just changes to the par, so they really make it very scoreable. So I think, there's going to be some hot rounds out here. Like this one, you could call a par 4, and that would still be a fair call, but just calling it a 5 and being able to attack for the birdie, I think just kind of changes a little bit mentally how you feel about it.
Yeah, every hole where we do have the same tee pad as the MPO field, we do have an extra par stroke, which will allow those holes to play a little softer, like Erika said. But it is nice because it does give us a lot more room for birdies on this really 10,222 foot course. Yep. Lisa and Paige just playing the hyzer route right out in the middle somewhere. Walker. If you play the hyzer, it kind of puts you on the right side of the fairway, making the second shot a little bit more closed off and forcing an Annie or a sidearm.
Or just there's like a gap there.
Yeah.
So the right side can be nice because it has a hyzer, so it looks like you're trying to get over there.
Yeah, I just play the anhyzer because I want to be more on the left side of the fairway.
Oh, I haven't tried the left. But you're in the middle with everybody else.
It's pretty wide open over there. I love it.
Takeoff.
Although my second shot does not come anywhere close. It's just I can't reach it.
Yeah. So Ella is sponsored by Discmania, and this is a DD3 from her. Also liking that left side.
Yeah, she doesn't get over on it as much as she wants, but plays it way out to the left, which is there's no issue over there. If she threw a little bit further, there's a green that comes into play a little bit, but she does not get there.
A little bit farther than 411 feet. What a crush.
It says the green's only 360 feet away, but it feels a lot farther.
Lisa throws that same halo turn that she threw off the tee and finds a little trouble, but she'll be fine there. This is kind of that gap I was talking about in between the two trees. And yep, you didn't reach it.
Not even close.
I mean, most of us are just trying to get across and, up there for an easy upshot.
Paige definitely wanting to go for it, but see what I mean, how she's pinched off behind these trees over here, has to go low. She catches some cabbage and drops straight down. She'll still have an approach to the basket.
I think this is that same DD3 and kind of crunches it way past the basket. I mean, she's up there for an easy birdie, but dang.
After watching, I wonder if it was intentional to kind of go way left on Ella's tee shot, because maybe it shortens the hole a little bit.
It definitely opens the shot up.
Yeah, the second shot.
That was a beautiful approach. A little bit of a roll, but she's maybe 20 feet away. No problem for the birdie. Perfect.
Yeah, it's nice to come out the gate on this really long hole and have a birdie look. Paige pinned up against a tree, but she throws a little floaty fierce shot.
Yeah, everybody really close for their birdies. Well, Ella far for her eagle, I guess.
No problem. So this is the first elevated basket of the round, and there's a handful of them out here, and they always come right in, right where they have a lot of wind whipping, or maybe that's just the whole course.
Yeah, it was definitely breezy today. Like, it wasn't crazy, but it was steady. I don't know, like 15 maybe out there all day.
Yeah, there were some gusts later in the round. You'll see this card deal with them as we go, but it was supposed to be 25 mile per hour the whole round, and thankfully it was not.
Yeah, it was tolerable. Oh, it looks like a birdie frame, unless you don't do something really dumb.
Nope.
Oh,
Well, actually,
maybe tried a little bit.
I did. Yeah, I usually get nubbed low left. That's like my move, and this time it gave me a gift and let me stay in.
Well, it's a great start for the card. Hole 2, par 3, 344 feet. It's an interesting shot. I guess a large anhyzer to the left. You have you'll see on the tee here, there's like a branch in the way that you can go under, or you can go out and around really huge, or there's like a tricky hyzer play if you're feeling frisky.
Yeah, the trouble you can get into with this anhyzer play that you'll see Paige do, she turns it over no problem, but if you don't get all the way over on it and it finishes left, there's a green over there that's out of bounds. So you have to make sure you get over on it.
And I did this in practice. I went over that fence because it was a little windier. And I mean, Paige pushes that water behind it. So, yeah.
You took the hyzer?
Yeah, I did. I almost got there.
We got to see Lisa take the hyzer. It's a play that didn't even occur to me on this tee pad, so it was fun to see her throw.
Yeah, this is that halo turn. And all you have to do is throw it right at that like kind of willowy tree and have it turn just a little and then fade back. And she almost got it, but she catches a little bit of those leaves.
We had a left to right crosswind, so I was choosing between a flippier disc and a more overstable disc and let the wind do some of the work.
Roadrunner.
Don't quite get enough on it. I'll be probably just outside circle 2.
Yeah, it's kind of a scary putt. I mean, the water isn't that close, but from there, if you're trying to putt it, you could definitely find the water.
Ella's throwing an FD3 here, and me and Paige both were asking her what she was, asking her what she was throwing because it was perfect. And just throwing an FD3, something that overstable on that sharp of a line and committing to that.
It's amazing.
That's a high skill shot, and she made it look super easy.
I'm pretty sure she's only been playing for maybe a year-ish, but played, I don't know how many years of competitive ultimate.
She
15 or...
she said 5 years.
Okay.
But she also went to national championships twice. So
yeah.
they were on a pretty I guess elite team as far as practice routines, and they hit it hard.
Yeah, for sure.
At University of Oregon.
Paige, wow, birdie from maybe 40 feet. That was perfect.
Ooh, we get a replay.
Paige coming out hot, 2 for 2. There are so many birdies out here for her in particular, and anybody that can throw 400 feet. Should be an interesting watch today.
Throw 400 feet and make 40 footers.
God.
She's got both.
That's the dream.
Ella with kind of a nervy putt. Bummer that she gets inside the circle, but again, if she's only been playing a year, can you imagine just jumping straight onto a feature card and trying to make putts?
To be clear, these aren't facts. These are my guesses.
No, she has not been playing for very long.
Yeah. She has been factually coached by Zoe Andyke a little bit since they're both in Eugene.
And what a great coach.
Mm-hmm.
Check out You Play Disc Golf. Hole 3 is a par 4. We've got a water carry on the tee shot. There's a green over here on the right that definitely can come into play if you turn your disc over too much, and a sidewalk deep that is out of bounds. All of this is inbounds, that little loop-de-loop cart path. There's another green to the left of the basket and out of bounds over the fence beyond the basket. It's a 2-shot hole here. You want to really place your drive to the left of that green and be deep enough to where you can open up your next shot to the basket. It's kind of like an L shot where you go straight right after this.
This is interesting. It looks like she's trying to get over the green.
She was.
And she is.
Yes.
Wow.
She was. This is going to make the second shot definitely a lot easier. She's wide open to the basket. She'll be able to throw even a putter from there.
Well, it's nice too because she can kind of see all the OB, like all that asphalt. If you're too far to the left side of the green, like if you throw a straight shot, it's a little bit blind.
It's scary because it's not a very big landing area.
It's the
Lisa,
goose.
yeah, Lisa tracking the goose. There's so many
There's
geese on the
so
course.
many, and like little baby ones.
So many of our brethren.
So many
and
Gosling sisters.
Nieces and nephews, if you will. Working the hyzer flip. It was a little wind. I got pummeled though.
Yeah, I got pushed down.
Yeah, it took about 100 feet off the drive, maybe a little less than that, but it's going to make my second jaw a lot more difficult. You guys will see.
This is that same FD3 that Ella threw last hole, and it looks like she's trying to get over the green as well.
Yep.
Doesn't quite do it.
Yeah, it kind of, instead of getting a good skip on the green like you'd expect, it kind of gets a little cut roll action, puts the brakes on. I'm running up to check out the shot because like Erika said, if you're too far back, it's blind, and I'm back and short. So I was trying to just play a safe shot and put it out in the middle. There's a bunch of ropes over there that you're allowed to play, but I left it a little short. Like all of that green right there is safe. I just accidentally didn't put enough on it.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Ooh, first forehand of the day from Ella. That was super smooth.
Such an ultimate looking
I know,
forehand.
I know.
I love it.
Yeah. And she's up there, pretty close to circle 2, looks like.
So I think this hole might have the most out of bounds out of any of the holes we play.
They had 3 spotters on it.
Yeah, so it's just out of bounds all over the place. But still doable. Like it's not fluky out of bounds. It played us the 3rd most difficult hole. Lisa finding that safe zone
Yeah, that
just
was her
before the basket.
Starter destroyer sidearm. It's a good shot.
Yeah, she's not trying to get too aggressive, just playing the hole for a long putt for birdie, which is a lot of the holes out here. Paige pushing that out of bounds deep, but she checks up just before.
She's got another 40-ish footer, but I don't know. That's not a bad place to be putting uphill. If you are where you landed or anywhere on the top of the hill, it's a death putt. Like if Ella misses, she can find that out of bounds deep. I'm glad that didn't happen.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely rolls back towards out of bounds quickly. Lisa just laying up, decides playing it for her par.
Mm-hmm. That's smart.
Only 1 birdie on the day,
Whoa.
1-3. Yep, less than I expected. It was from Katrina Allen. Paige with the run, but no dice. Congrats to Katrina.
Yeah, it's a tricky hole. Aw.
Yeah. Bummer.
It's a really strong chain. Just pushed you right out.
The one strong chain.
It's a good comebacker, though. Oh, ouch.
Ouch. Ella for her par. Almost half the field with bogey or worse on this hole, that's not what I would expect. But with all that out of bounds and the wind, we didn't have much wind during practice round, so it was a little bit of a different animal during the round today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ella can throw a mile, but she's looking a little nervy on the green.
Yeah, I mean, just think about your first year.
Dude, I know.
I can't even
I wasn't on
imagine.
camera my first year. No, thank you.
No, thank you. I had like a full year playing before.
All right, we're on hole 4. It's already our second par 5, 862 feet. You're shooting down this tunnel. There is OB along that tree line on the right. Left side safe the whole way. It's reachable for a birdie pretty, I wouldn't say easily, because it's kind of a low ceiling the whole way. So you have to throw like pretty low, fast shots that kind of skip forward. And you can find some fairway trees too if you're not careful.
Yeah, this is a fun one because you do have some room to open up, but you still have to throw those technical like linear golf shots.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like big booming drives. There's a lot of trees on the left-hand side, so the more you play left, the more you're going to have to deal with having to shape your shots. The right side's definitely wide open, but like Erika said, that water comes into play if you flip your disc, for sure.
the OB line? Is there water over there?
There's water over there.
I didn't know that.
That's the out of bounds.
Obviously, I've never been over there, so.
It's a lot of water, and apparently it's hard to get your disc back, so don't go over there.
Lisa, a little too high and gets caught early. I don't know, she still might be able to save a birdie with like some massive shots. And you're a little high as well, but
not bad.
Still up there. Anywhere like near this massive tree right here that Paige skipped by is a great place to land.
Ella also sponsored by OTB, the tournament's presenter.
Squeaks by that tree. Wow, she's way up there.
Yeah, dude, she gets so much ground play. She's like, I think the kicker with what helps her get so much distance is she's put so much spin on the disc.
All that ultimate spin on the disc.
Yeah, she's got the wrist snap down.
This is a Halo turn again. Lisa must really like this disc. Is this her, trying to think what her Tour Series disc is.
It is a turn.
The Halo turn.
Or is it?
Oh, no.
Regardless, support these ladies on tour. Go check out their Tour Series disc.
That was a good shot from you.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy, down center.
Yeah. Good distance on it for a 158-gram Roadrunner.
Paige having to kind of do something tricky to get over that hole in the middle of the ground and turns over a Zeus, but dang, gets a great little kick back into the fairway.
Yeah, we all were like, oh, oops, that thing's gone.
Do you see how hard it kicked off the tree back into the fairway?
Ella throwing a pure hyzer the entire way, even hits some tree branches up high, and still carries so much farther than all of us.
That was a cloud breaker. Dang.
Cloud breaker smash. Lisa looking to get up and down here for her birdie. Leaves it a little short. She'll be around the edge of circle 2.
Well, she's pretty good at circle 2 putts, so we'll see. We should mention, as your jersey shows, you have your new sponsor, Aria Discs. I don't know if you want to give them a little shout out.
Yeah, definitely. This is actually my first time I was able to represent Aria. I'm super happy. It's a new startup disc golf company. They're focusing on all those ultimate switchovers like Ella. Trying to make disc golf a little more simple to understand for the people coming in and getting a little overwhelmed by flight numbers and all that stuff. So check out Aria. I'm super excited about my new partnership. They're a bunch of really good people. Paige gets over on it a little bit. She'll be way up to the right-hand side, kind of where I landed as well. We'll have a long putt in circle 2 land.
Ella, 185 feet according to Bushnell, and she leaves it just a bit shorter than she'd like, just inside the circle. Get it.
Oh, I was definitely...
Oh, I know.
I had it in there.
Not a bad effort. Stays close.
Giving it a run as well. That's the cool thing about this course, though. It feels... 5 feels okay. A par, like getting a par on this hole, you feel not bad about it. You don't feel like you left one out there.
Like, you just want to make sure you... Oh, do it. Oh, my gosh. What a great birdie.
It was unbelievable. Downhill.
What was that, like 45?
I know
50?
No, she's out either on the edge of circle 2 or just outside circle 2.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Look at her. You can see the slow motion smile. That was awesome. Wow, that was a cool replay from GK Pro. Man, I love disc golf.
It was around 50 feet. You're right. Felt like it was forever.
Yeah, I mean, it stayed up there. Ella giving it a good bid, just a bit low. But yeah, like you were saying, you want to give yourself a look for the birdie, but if you get the par, it doesn't feel too bad. What's really cool about this course is we're on a golf course, but it doesn't really feel like it. Like, they really use the landscape around the golf fairways, using all these trees. There's like a weird amount of gopher holes you have to deal with for your footing, but I don't know.
Ground swirls.
Yeah, it's just a great design. I don't usually like golf courses, but this one I do.
Hole 5 is fairly straightforward, 321 feet. Like Erika was just saying before the break, they do a great job of using the edges of the fairways at this golf course, and you can't even tell you're on a golf course. So basically, you just have to contend with a bunch of trees here on the fairway. There's no trouble you can get in. Just a lot of different fairways to pick from around all of these big, awesome eucalyptus trees.
Looks like Paige is going for the Anheuser route. We should say the 2-meter rule is in effect, so that's about the only trouble that you can find.
I always forget about the
in
2-meter.
California.
Yeah.
The caddy book said 2-meter rule in effect, like welcome to NorCal or something like that.
Something cheeky.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like almost like they're proud of it.
I know.
And they know that no one on tour likes it.
No, well, we do. Paige gets caught up a little bit. Lisa, this is a really good line. It
Catches early.
just a bit. She's in circle 2, it looks like.
I always take the middle gap, just like the straight gap.
Oh, cool.
But I saw Paige throw that Annie gap, and I was like, yeah, I think I'm going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try it.
I think the Annie route is nice. I feel like you have to get a little lucky to get there, but you're never going to find trouble early.
I loved it. I thought
yeah.
I caught that last tree, but I was very happy with it.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to scooch into circle 1, but you're right there. This one feels like it plays a little longer than 321.
It
just because you
does.
do have to kind of keep it low. Look at all that spin. Look at it just keep
Unbelievable.
spinning.
I mean, she did that so many times today.
Oh, wow. That one was an FT2. Paige, kind of a tricky, looks like Anheuser look. And just do it.
Oh, I mean, it was tracking. Like I thought it was in. Stayed up, didn't drop at all. Hits the flagpole.
Good flag hit. Doesn't have to make a comebacker. Lisa from just outside circle 2. Not quite high enough.
Paige says here if we had averaged both of our putts, we would have both made them. I have a straddle. Yeah, I take a knee just so I can get a little bit further out. And I like putting from a knee. Leave it just a hair low. Just a cage.
Yeah, it's hard to get power when you're stuck on a knee, I feel like. But you're close.
Ella for 2.
Yes.
Yep. Only 12% of the field with a birdie. That's only 4 on the day. Congrats to Ella.
Yeah, it gets it back to even par. Very nice.
Looks like her coach Zoe got it as well, and our fellow hot goose Erika. 2.
Oh yeah, I made a big putt on this one. I forgot.
And also Katrina Allen.
Honk.
Honk.
Man, Paige 3 under par already. Everyone else like hanging right in there. Already on hole 6. It's 292 feet, very reachable par 3. There are a couple gaps you could hit. I think most people are going to go kind of a little bit right side. There's like a skinny tree right in the middle. It's kind of, I mean, I think it's the one straight ahead.
Yeah.
So
there's a few
forehand route.
Yeah, she leaves it. She leaves it a little low. She's got big distance on her forehand when she can get it in the air. I was excited to see her throw this.
Yeah.
Paige going up the middle, like Erika was saying, trying to get that right side. She misses.
Goes left. Yeah, that looked accidental.
Yeah, it was not on purpose. She'll be just outside circle 1.
Is there out of bounds deep? There's really like not a lot of trouble to find on this hole unless you hit a tree early or something.
Yeah, I think you'd have to go way deep.
This is a Valkyrie.
It doesn't show any out of bounds on the
Oh, she almost hit the line. So perfect. It was going to be right there.
Catches the one tree you want to miss.
This one is it's the shortest one we've had so far. And so everybody's like licking their chops, ready to birdie. I feel like you just kind of rip one really hard and then it's really easy to find a tree.
I did the same thing Paige did, accidentally early released a little.
And no one quite hitting that line. The forehand idea is cool. I didn't even think of that. I'd like to see someone, nail that shot.
Yeah, it's a big forehand. So Leonard Muse, the course designer, who also did the San Francisco Open course at Glen Eagles the last couple years, he likes to separate his course into little sections. This is the end of the first section, which he calls it the starting fast section, and we'll move into the showing versatility section and the handling pressure section are the final 6.
Oh my god.
I know, I kind of love that.
I super love it because He's exactly right. It does exactly that. It's like he meant to do it that way.
Yeah, so here on these first 6 holes are where we want to get birdies. This is the starting fast. And with this 292-foot hole, it's a bummer not to see any of us be able to capitalize on birdies because we're about to have to start being versatile in the middle here. We'll see a round of par is kind of boring.
Yeah, I think I'm a big fan of Leonard. I loved his Glen Eagles course as well.
Yeah, he's awesome. He does a great job designing women's courses as well, which is why, I mean, most of the women in the field, will not hear them complain about this course, even though it's long. So he did it with intention, and we really enjoy playing it.
Absolutely.
Hole 7 is a par 4, another one that we get to play in so many trees it feels like a wooded course. There's 2 mandos that you want to miss on both on the right-hand side, and the fairway wraps around to the right, so you kind of have to play it out left, but there's more trees on the left, so it makes it real tough. The basket has pinching OB all the way around it with a OB line on the right and a sidewalk on the left.
The first mando's, like, you're not going to miss it if you're, I don't know, you're not going to miss the first mando. The point of it is to make you land here and shape your shot in a really particular way. Like, Ella lands right in the spot that you want to open up the fairway, but it's a pretty small landing zone. The second mando, I think, again, you're not going to miss it, but you really want to go around it to open up the shot. So, yeah, it really makes you play the way Leonard wants.
Yeah, he wants you to stay out of the fairway and not throw big bombing shots.
Yeah.
And that's what those mandos do effectively.
In the second shot, if you don't land in that very particular little dirt patch, it's a really tricky up shot.
Yeah, there's a lot of trees blocking especially the back left corner of the green.
Lisa catches a little early. It'll be kind of a tough scramble even for par from there, just because of all the trees. Like, the distance isn't the obstacle on this one.
I'm trying to play up the right side.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I was waiting for it.
Wow. I did not.
I got taped. It wasn't like it
got caught on your tape.
It got caught on my tape. It was a bummer, but that's okay. Playing from the drop zone and the mando tree that no one would ever miss.
I feel like such a jerk.
It's okay. It's okay. I know how your goose heart really feels.
Oh my god. I'm terrible.
My second shot lands in the middle.
That was a good second shot.
Thank you. It opens myself up to the green.
This is interesting. This right side I haven't really seen as much. It's got a gap, but it's pretty small.
And you're still having to, like, really think about that mando tree.
Yeah, this one is the hard shot. It kind of makes you throw a forehand. And there's just a lot of trees protecting the green.
Paige trying to throw that Annie forehand. It looks a little awkward. Definitely doesn't get as much on it as she probably wanted. But she'll have an easy par look.
Yeah, very.
Ella looking like she's throwing a forehand around a break.
Stall one.
Stall one. But look at that, right in the middle. She'll have a long putt for birdie.
Yeah, it almost got there. And Lisa recovering really nice after hitting early. She'll have a tap in par.
I'm trying to save bogey here. Really release a little bit with an overstable disc, catch a tree, and
stops completely.
Yep, the brakes on. I'll be in circle 2 land.
Perfect little chip shot.
Ella with a long look for birdie. Only birdie luck on the card.
Yeah, this one, you definitely have to be versatile on.
Yeah.
It is not a gimme birdie. I don't think anybody's thinking like, oh, I'm definitely going to get this one.
There was actually no birdies on the day.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, it's a long, hard, technical hole.
That's a tricky little putt.
Yeah,
I almost had.
It's an Annie putt with OB right behind it. It's scary. I tried to like do a soft bid, but finding my second double bogey of the day. Really racking them up.
If you're gonna do it,
Might
do
as
it
well
right.
do it, yeah. Go all the way. And it looks like 30% of the field with a bogey or 70% of the field with a par. So, I mean, the ladies are finding the green for a easy par, no problem. But definitely, you have to throw 2 perfect shots to get a birdie look.
Hole 8, par 4, 459 feet. This one is definitely, I don't want to say a gimme, but like you want this one bad. It's a low ceiling. I would say the right side is definitely more open if you can land in that dirt area, but you can still land on the left and have like a tricky little skip shot or a forehand and still get there for a birdie.
I mean, this is, like I said earlier, yeah, a little early release. Like I said earlier, any time we have the same tee pad as them in, they give us a par stroke, and this is, I think, very soft for, but it's 459 feet, so you can't call it really a par
Right.
3. It would be a terrible par 3. So they go ahead and give us the par 4, but it's a gimme, and it's one you definitely want. You feel like you left one out there if you don't take the 3.
I mean, it's not an easy gimme, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you still have to work for it. You can't just, like, completely botch it and get a 3.
Yeah. When we get to our second shots, you'll see there's a lot of really low hanging branches around the green, and there's a little hill too, so it doesn't let you play necessarily an easy upshot. You have to do like a low little skippy guy.
Yeah, that was a beautiful shot from Lisa, finding the fairway all the way with her halo turn, and then we'll see that kind of left side skip shot action. This is fun.
Yeah, push the high ceiling. It was like a bird. And get way down there. I was happy with it.
And are you on the right side of that big tree?
I don't know.
I guess we'll find out. Throws that super spinny forehand over the stump. And still, I don't think she quite even made circle 2, so she'll have to settle for the 4.
Yeah, she hit a really early tree. I would have been impressed if she got up and down from there.
Paige hit pretty early as well, but yeah, not
forgot
quite
about
able
that.
to get there. She'll have one of those long putts she likes. Or at least is good at. So you have a little kind of tricky gap.
I like this. I have this little firebird or a gator that gets some good skip action.
Yeah, beautiful. Good recovery from the last hole.
Hopefully you follow a double bogey up with a birdie. Make it just look like a regular bog. Lisa doing the same thing. Works this little skip action.
Yeah, that was a little Sexton Firebird. She played the hole just how you're supposed to. I mean, you did as well. Not to make it weird.
No one should ever miss this manto.
God, do I just like secretly root against you? I thought that we were friends. I don't know.
Paige doing the full layout. Like, I thought it was 100%, and I was already cheering. Catches the band just a little bit high.
That was beautiful. I feel like that's like Paige's move. Just like full layout, full commitment. But
I feel like after watching her during this round, I feel like she's been practicing her like 60 footers. Like, that's how online she is. Whether it's from a knee, behind a tree, it doesn't matter. She's online.
Yeah.
When they start dropping, like, she is dangerous.
yeah, Paige and Ella having to settle for the par, and Lisa and Mad both playing the hole so perfectly with their birdies.
Honk. Hole 9 is a par 5, and the second par 5 of the round. Third par 5 of the round, and this is a beast of a par 5. You play to the right of that green, and then either play a layup or try to play around the right side of the pond. Second or third shot, you're going to be going over or around, and the basket's way down here on a little hill. These 2 big trees that are in the fairway definitely cut off your ability to throw big distance shots. You still have to keep your golf shots super linear and low.
This tee shot's hard to get distance on. Like, there's that OB green on the left, and then there's trees on the right that kind of prevent you from throwing a huge flex shot. So I would say what Lisa just did is probably an extremely common mistake. Like, she's still in bounds, but just a bit short. If you find OB early, this hole's a nightmare.
In reality, most of the FPO field is not looking to get over the water on their second shot, because to get over the green is 340 feet, but it's uphill too. So it's like plays about 380. So no one's really reaching that super easily. So the right side's definitely the way to go. Even if you err short, you're still going to have to lay up on your second shot. So it's kind of a weird tee shot. I'm not the biggest fan of this hole per se, but
yeah, I mean, it's really hard. I mean, you threw the shot, the correct shot, and it's like you don't really have a great opportunity to get over the water.
Yeah.
You know,
There's not because there's also some trees short of the water that are low ceiling, so you can't get a distance shot where I could try to maybe push it over the water.
Was Ella trying to throw a roller?
Yes.
Okay.
She was.
Did
was
she
trying to
just
throw
hit
one.
early?
Yep.
And Paige also hitting early. I'm sure she's going for just a huge distance trying to get over that water on her second shot.
I'm not 100% sure if Paige was trying to just go over the green. I think she could make it over the green and then make her second shot over the water if she wanted to. But here, we started taking different fairways. Yeah, I went left. She went way right. I don't know what her intention was here. I feel like she was maybe trying to play around the edge of the water and set up that distance
She
shot.
just turned it over way too much. I mean, there's no OB, but she's like on a different hole.
Yeah. Yeah, Lisa's just doing the layup to the right side.
Yeah, this is well done.
Yeah. So she'll be throwing over the water on her third shot. Like most of the FBO field will play this hole. I'm also doing just a layup. But Paige and Ella both they both kind of work the right hand side of the fairway in a way that I never thought to look at the hole.
I had two women go way right like that as well. I mean, they were a little bit closer. You know, like they were like pushing. They were past the edge of the pond on the right, and I think it opens up a lot on your last. Wow.
Yeah.
Ella too.
She makes the same mistake Paige made, and they literally are within 10 feet of each other.
But like you could tell they're both lining up to basically go around the right edge of the water, and then see how open it is here?
Yeah, you can throw a distance shot.
If you go over where you and Lisa are, then you have that low ceiling, and it can be really hard to get your par. It was a pretty good out from Paige. It looked really low ceiling and tricky.
Yeah, I know, standstill. They both end up with just awful lies.
Mm-hmm. This is Cloudbreaker and
back in the trees.
Yeah, bummer. Yeah, they're both finding some interesting spots.
This is just the only time you really can open up and get a good distance shot on the hole. You just want to get it as far as you can because the shot, your fourth shot to get on the green for your putt is still, I mean...
Still far.
It's still like
250?
Yeah. I would say 300 feet away. Yeah, it's far.
And if this comes out of... Yeah, that's great. I think this is what I'm going to do today. Like, because look, compare your shot to Lisa's shot here in a minute.
Yeah.
And hers is going to be a lot easier.
She threw her third shot so far. It was a boom. Paige throwing a hyzer all the way to the green. She hit some branches, but...
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah, still gets inside the circle.
I thought she was going to get caught up more on that hyzer.
These trees are super grabby.
So, she's up there for a par, isn't she?
Yep.
That's amazing.
It's amazing. Especially because she turned the hole from 1,000 feet into like 1,500 feet.
Ella catching the ground real early on that sidearm.
Yeah, it's the second time she accidentally put her sidearm a little nose down. Sometimes it gets in your head a little bit when you have to do a run up on a sidearm with a low ceiling.
And she throws that one a little far right. She'll have to earn her bogey with the putt.
I have a low ceiling approach like I expected. Line up the sidearm with my Roadrunner. Let it do the work.
Wow. All right, Matt. I'm going to say it. You played this hole exactly how you're supposed to. It was beautiful.
Lisa's shot is a lot more wide open, though, and a lot shorter, too.
But she's really playing it how you're supposed to. Yeah. Yeah, you are not thinking about birdie too much on this hole.
No, I'm playing it for a 5.
I think everybody is.
Yeah.
Unless you have like an amazing drive and manage to get over the water.
Yeah, there was only 4 birdies or 3 birdies on the day. One from Katrina, obviously. Maybe she tried to get over on her second shot.
Most likely. Great putt from Paige.
Nice save. Kona got a 4, and then Ellen Woodboom got a 4.
Oh, nice.
Ellen, I watched her. She was on the card in front of me. She had a huge throw-in.
So, oh, cool.
Not sure what happened with Kona. She might have been able to go over on her second shot as well. But not a lot of birdies out here unless you're either throwing it in or you've got the big arm. Par feels good.
Mm-hmm.
Ella.
Oh, you go. You do it. Go ahead. She double bogeyed everybody.
She's not happy with it. But she's still so positive. She has a really awesome mental game for being such a new player. Like, she stayed positive after every bad shot.
So that wraps up our front 9. Ella finding some trouble at the end. You and her both at 2 over par. Lisa and Paige really carving up the course nice, 2 and 3 under par. That was a great watch. Let's just check in, see how everybody else is doing.
We have Jessica Weiss climbing up the leaderboard as well. Missy Gannon right in the same position. A lot of ladies under par in the top 5. Juliana Corver, nice to see her name on the leaderboard as well. Good to have her out there. And then Nicole Bradley, who's playing the course blind on a feature card.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us on the front 9. Please check out the back with us. I'm Erika Stinchcomb.
And I'm Madison Walker, and we're the 2 Hot Geese.
Honk honk.